Welcome to the Deep Dive. Thinking about a career change, especially, if you're currently in tech.
Yeah.
Well, today we're looking at a potentially really exciting move, shifting into finance and wealth management.
Okay. Big jump for some.
It can seem like it. But we've got this report we're digging into, looking at the future of finance and how your skills, say, from software development, could actually be a serious advantage.
Right.
Particularly over the next, 5 to 6 years. The mission here is to give you a clear, insightful perspective. Could this be the right transition for you?
Exactly. And this isn't just guesswork. We're basing this on a pretty comprehensive analysis. It covers finance, markets, securities, wealth management.
The whole picture.
Pretty much, with a specific focus on making that switch from a tech background like yours. So let's unpack it.
Okay, first big question then. Is finance, is it a viable long-term career? Is it still a smart bet?
Well, the report's pretty clear on that. A resounding yes, actually, and particularly in wealth management.
Wealth management specifically. Why there?
Look at the numbers. In India, for example, the assets under management, that's AUM.
Right, the money being managed.
Exactly. It's projected to nearly double. We're talking US $1.1 trillion now, heading towards maybe US $2.3 trillion by FY29.
Wow, that's huge.
It is. That's a US $1.6 trillion growth opportunity just there. And it's not just India.
Okay.
Globally, similar trends. You're seeing way more retail investment pouring into private capital, and active ETFs, those are exploding too.
ETFs being exchange-traded funds.
Correct. Actively managed ones are surging. All this new wealth needs managing, needs sophisticated tech solutions.
Which is where the tech angle comes in stronger, I guess.
Precisely. And this is where it gets really interesting for someone with your kind of background. Technology is fundamentally changing finance.
How so? Give me an example.
Okay, think about tokenization. Basically turning assets into digital tokens on a blockchain.
Right, I've heard about that.
Deloitte reckons, a quarter of large international transfers could be via tokenized platforms by 2030, and tokenized real estate could be a US $4 trillion market by 2035.
Okay, massive potential. And that needs robust tech.
Absolutely. Secure, scalable systems, stuff you likely know from software development. And then there's AI.
AI.
Yeah.
Everywhere now.
It really is. In finance, it could cut banking software costs significantly, maybe 20-40% by 2028. Save billions in insurance fraud, too.
So efficiency gains, fraud detection.
Yeah.
What about for advisors themselves?
Huge impact there, too. AI is starting to automate the routine tasks, writing up meeting notes, basic portfolio rebalancing.
The grunt work, basically.
Kind of, yeah. And get this, 97% of advisors believe AI can seriously help grow their business.
97%. That's almost everyone.
It tells you something, right? It frees up the human advisor to focus on the higher value stuff.
Like building relationships, understanding complex client needs.
Exactly. Stuff that requires empathy, complex problem solving. And that's where your tech background offers a unique perspective, that analytical, logical approach.
So my 7 years in software development, that's not wasted time if I switch.
Far from it. Think about the skills you already have. Analytical thinking, problem solving, quantitative aptitude.
Yeah, working with data, logic.
Right. Technical skills like programming, databases, maybe even some AI or machine learning already. Plus, attention to detail. You need to frame this as a unique strength.
A tech-savvy, analytical mindset coming into finance.
Exactly. It's a powerful combination.
Okay, so if I have these skills, where could I actually fit in? What are the potential paths?
Good question. Several roles align really well. There's quantitative analyst quant roles.
Building financial models, algorithmic trading.
Yep, using skills like Python, C++, very tech heavy. Or straight up fintech roles, actually building the financial software.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Leveraging direct experience.
Or a financial analyst role, maybe specializing in the tech sector or focusing on data analysis. Financial modeling is key there.
Data science seems like a natural fit too.
Definitely. Data scientists or analysts within a finance firm working on risk, fraud detection, trading algorithms. Wealth tech is another growing area, building tech for wealth management.
Okay. And risk analyst.
Also a strong contender, using models and data for risk assessment. A potentially smooth entry point might be a tech-focused role within a finance company.
So use the tech skills as the way in, then learn the finance side.
Precisely. Leverage what you know while you learn the industry specifics.
All right, this sounds promising, but how do you actually start this transition? A 5-6 year plan seems realistic.
It does, and you'd want to start now, really. Begin with foundational knowledge. Online courses are great for this.
Like Coursera, EDX.
Yeah, those or NPTEL, SWAYAM in India.
Yeah.
Cover the basics. Finance, accounting, corporate finance, investments. Get that groundwork laid.
And then maybe certifications.
Yes, definitely consider professional certifications. They matter in finance. The CFA Chartered Financial Analyst is huge globally for investment management.
Okay.
The CFP Certified Financial Planner is more for personal financial planning. And if you're looking at the Indian market, NEISM certifications are essential for certain roles.
So the choice depends on where you want to end up.
Exactly. Tailor it to your target role.
Beyond courses and certs, what other skills are crucial?
You'll need specific technical finance skills. Financial modeling is a big one. Understanding financial statements, valuation methods, risk management principles, accounting.
And data tools.
Oh, absolutely. Proficiency in Excel is table stakes, and Python or R for data analysis is increasingly valuable.
Got it. What about the non-technical side?
Don't underestimate soft skills. Communication is key, especially if you're client-facing. Building relationships, ethical conduct, these are absolutely vital in finance. Trust is everything.
Right. It's not just numbers.
Not at all. And networking. Start talking to people. Informational interviews, industry events. Use LinkedIn actively. It's crucial for getting insights and opportunities.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up, bringing it all together for you listening. This deep dive suggests that, yes, moving from software development to finance or wealth management, it's definitely feasible.
And potentially very rewarding. The sector's growing. It needs tech skills. Your background is actually a major plus.
You've got a head start in a landscape that's changing really fast because of technology.
Yeah. And maybe here's a final thought for you to chew on. As AI gets better and better at the analytical heavy lifting, the routine tasks,
Right.
How much more valuable do those uniquely human skills become? Things like empathy, true complex problem solving, creativity, figuring out solutions that go beyond what an algorithm can do.
That's interesting. So your ability to connect with clients, understand nuanced situations, that could become the real differentiator.
It really could be. It's something worth thinking about as you consider where your unique strengths, including your tech background and your human insights, fit into the future of finance.